Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Wednesday morning, November 10. Oh, the 10th makes me remember that today is the last day to get the next paper pumpkin kit, which is a really cute, I should go grab the flyer, a really cute package of they're treat containers. 3 different styles of treat containers. In fact, I'm going to go get my flyer that I print out right now. Sorry about that. Okay, so while people are getting on, hi Marcia. Thanks for sharing already. While people are getting on, I'm going to pull myself up so I can see comments better. So the 10th is always the last day to make any changes to your account. You can always start or stop. Hi Carrie. No shopping today. I don't know what kind of shopping you're doing, but I thought that comment was pretty funny. The 10th is always the last day to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin for the month or make any changes, like if you need to add 7, which I right now have scheduled extras, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way. I better remember that myself. If you want to add more kits to be delivered directly to you, or if you need to skip a month because you're out of town, you're not going to want to get Paper Pumpkin in the mail. Anyway, today's the day. So I always come to you 10:30 in the morning Eastern time, Wednesday mornings every week. And so here I am. So since I'm talking about Paper Pumpkin, I went to go get the flyer for this. So this is a picture of one of, sorry for, oops, reflections over here. One of the treat containers that's part of the Paper Pumpkin kit. And they like to keep some surprises, so they don't show you them all, but they are, says, includes enough supplies to make 9 oversized treat boxes with coordinating food safe bags. And somewhere I thought I saw that there were 3 different designs. Anyway, hi Dina. So there is that, and my voice is being weird already. So let's see, we had a wonderful crafting retreat on Saturday. For those of you who joined us, thanks so much. It was wonderful. If you haven't joined one of ours yet, then you need to. Oh, speaking of which, the next one is February 5. It's a Saturday. We do it all day. Same place. We're doing that. And somewhere in there, thank you, Dina. Somewhere in there, okay, so don't quote me on this. This is my desire. This is my ideal time. Hi, Sherry. But I still need to find a venue. I'm having a hostess appreciation party this year. And I'm planning on inviting 2 years worth of people, which tends to be a lot of the same people, but there are different ones. So, yes, I did have an awesome birthday. Thank you. So we didn't have one last year, and that bums me out. And so anyway, but I feel like we've outgrown the homeschool building. Actually, for a few years now, we've outgrown it. But I just want to do something different, give us a little more elbow room. But I got to find the right spot. And the church that I use for the retreat would be perfect, but they're all booked in January. I'm sure that part of it is they give their members first priority, or people who have always rented there or whatever. It's very reasonable, and it's I think that they do it as a community service. But anyway, I would love to have it there, but it won't work out. And I need it in January because, do you remember that I'm having hi Jamie, I'm having we're having our kitchen and bathrooms redone, and cabinets are supposed to be coming in mid to end of January. So, and we kind of need a kitchen for, you know, making fruit salad and all the other stuff. I just always think of Regina, of course, because she bugs me. She probably would have signed up to come to the retreat if I said there was going to be fruit salad there. So we might have to reconsider that item for retreat. Anyway, January 8th is my ideal desire for that timing, but that is not set in stone yet. I'm still looking. Thanks for sharing, Penny. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so before I get started, I'm going to do my randomizer. For those of you who might be new to me, when I make stuff, I give away stuff. So I got to do it right this time. I made 2 cards last time, right? 2 projects. I feel like I did, but now I don't know where they are. Be happy to help out with food and bring some dishes. No, you don't need to do that, but thank you. I appreciate your offering. Hi, Terry. Okay, so I'm going to do my randomizer. I give away what I make. So if you would like to be in a drawing for what I give away, then make sure that it's not working. Oh, there we go. Make sure that you share my video and then come back to, I know, she's too funny. So make sure you share and then come back and say that you shared my video on this page, because otherwise I don't know, because Facebook is weird. Hi, Pedro. Okay, so I'm running my randomizer. I have 2 names to draw today. No pen to be found. Marilyn Otte, woo! Okay, Marilyn is my first winner. I might still owe her something. I don't remember. A fine thank you, Pedro, and yours too. Speaking of my family, where's my thing? I need to pick another. Oh, there it is. I couldn't read. Liz got a job in her field that she went to college for. And so she, I think, just started that this week. Oh, Marcia Hill, you won again. Do I owe you 3 things now? No, I think I just owe you 2. You came and got chocolate and then you won the next day or something. Okay. So I'm back to the page. So I can see everybody's comments again. And so I'm ready to share with you. So I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do the same. Yeah, I know. That's awesome, isn't it? She was, I know. You're welcome, Marcia. So she was excited, like, that it's actually in her field, and she's also doing a waitressing thing at Olive Garden by her. She's wanting to make extra money, so we'll see how long that lasts, or how well she's able to do that. But I'm excited that she got something and that she enjoys doing. So, the job is, what do you call it? Visual merchandising. So she, my perspective, because it's for a women's boutique of some kind, my perspective is she's going to be doing like the window dressing, like a display window, or like dressing mannequins, or that sort of, displaying the products sort of thing, the outfits, and totally what she loves. So that's awesome. I'm so happy for her. Okay, so I had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do today, but I got some dies in the mail. They had been back ordered, and I specifically bought the dies for one of the projects that I'm going to show you, but I wanted to do another one. So I'm also going to be using Pretty Pumpkins, but only because I want one of these sayings on here. Why does that look dark? Oh, I was covering up the light. I guess. Totally different. I want to use one of the sayings on here. So I'm going to do a fairly simple card. There's only one piece of stamping, but they're both, that and the other project it's using dies. So, excuse me. Remember that I do have, if you're new to me, even though I put my phone down, I do have my computer up so that I can see comments. So you can ask me questions even while I'm stamping. Excuse me. I used to not do that, and I was like, just ask your questions and I'll answer later. And then, oh, I think I brought it up I haven't done mystery stamping in quite a while, since before Todd's dad passed away. I haven't had the inspiration or whatever to do it, but I keep thinking I should really do that sometime. Anyway, I had it up so that I could see like when people were ready and whatever, and then even though it's kind of, I don't like taking the time at the beginning, like here I need to pull up my computer. That's just really annoying, but it is helpful to be able to answer questions and stuff like that. So I do it. And I think I took a quick poll when I was on with you guys one time, way in the beginning. Okay, I need my magic wand. I'm gonna unbackwards you, upside down you, and then put you here on my workspace. Okay, so this, I'm going to show you the designer paper first. This designer paper is from the gorgeous one that everybody loves. Now I forgot the name of it. Artistically Inked. I think that's the name of the designer paper. I should pull my catalog because I need to look something else up anyway. I think it is Artistically Inked. All this designer paper right here that's on the front of the catalog. Expressions in Ink is the name of the designer paper. Artistically Inked, I think, is the coordinating stamp set. So, I'm looking for one more thing since I have this open. So that's the designer paper. That paper has gold on every page, but I'm putting the gold part down because I want this part, because it coordinates well. This color is pale papaya, but it coordinates well with the pumpkin pie that I'm using. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put a little strip of this adhesive sheet on the bottom of the back of my pumpkin pie cardstock. I'm going to set that aside for the moment and do my card base for a second. And I didn't bring, but just a sec. I put away my silicone sheet or something. It wasn't where I was expecting it to be. So I'm just going to put this, excuse me, put adhesive on the back here without my hair. That would be good. So this is just going on here. And then actually I'm putting another piece of cardstock down. This is just white, basic white. Layers always helps make color pop. So this is my card base for now for what I'm going to be adding. So I'm done with this adhesive sheet. Now, the dies that I got, I gotta find them. The dies that I got are called gift giving dies. And these are the dies, and they are found, well, the whole bundle, the stamp set and everything, is found on page 61 of the mini catalog. So here's the stamp set. I didn't get the stamp set, I just got the dies. There's all those things which I showed you right here. So page 61, when you want to find that. And right now I'm just going to use this little pumpkin one. It's all different seasons. And I'm going to use the pumpkin one. And then I'm going to use this pumpkin pie cardstock with the adhesive on the back. And so I'm going to use my machine, and I'm just going to run this through really quick. I'm not going to do this in camera. I might do the other one in camera, or at least show you the effects of it on the other project anyway. Alright, so this is, oops, I gotta get things out of the way so I don't just knock it. Okay, so I ran this through, and I'm gonna pull this out, and it leaves behind lots of things, but that's okay, especially because with the, I'll just use my take your pick tool, pop it out, but especially on the on this, most of these will come out when I peel this off. So I'm going to do that. Hi, Lynn. You usually don't get to join me live, do you? I'm glad that you're here. Okay, so peeling all these off. See, they all popped out. So I have nothing on the back here. I'm just going to flick them out of the way rather than try to get every single piece. All right, now this designer paper that I use, the Expressions in Ink, I also want it behind these pumpkins. See how cute that is? You can put whatever you want behind it. And I'm going to put this designer paper. So I'm going to cover up that hole. Oops. It's about as long as my, or as wide as my my cardstock, so I don't want it to sneak out. Okay, so here is my piece with the designer paper behind it. And then this is where I'm going to use my Pretty Pumpkins stamp. I adore this stamp. So thankful for you. So many people I'm thankful for, including you, my customers, of course. All right. Isn't that awesome? I just love that. Okay, so we're going to attach this to some black. And then use dimensionals. Thanks. I like that look too. I have to tell you, I really struggled to get this card figured out, though. I was struggling with my choices, and I don't know, it just wasn't looking. Usually I work, but have a vacation today. Cool, that's awesome. Make sure they're all sticky. Okay, now we're gonna put this here. Okay, so this is another one. I feel like I always say this, but I'm gonna say it again. I like offsetting all these lines. I like there to be a line and a line and a line. And same with over here. I like them to not all be even. So here is this, and then I'm just going to add some champagne rhinestones. I think I'm going to add a big one here. I did it differently on my other one. I'm going to add a big one there, and then just some small ones scattered here. Maybe I want to change this. I'm going to put another one up there. There. It's done. Okay, so that's my first project. Now, for my next one, this is the one that I actually bought the dies for. I totally am using someone else's idea. Honestly, I don't remember her name, but it was on the Stampin' Up website, or the Stampin' Up Facebook page. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. So what I'm doing, gotta find my dies again. I'm hiding things from myself. Where did they go? Duh. Thank you. All right, so I'm using this die. This is the snowflake one. And I have, oh, there they are. So I have a piece of white, basic white cardstock, and on the back of this I'm going to put my adhesive sheet. So I gotta peel this off. So the way that I cut it, it doesn't have the lines in it, so I just need to get the corner going. So I try to, if I remember, I try to do it just a tiny bit skinnier and a tiny bit shorter than the cardstock that I put it on. So then you're less likely to get all the adhesive coming off of the edge of it, because it just gets really sticky. Okay, so I decided it's too hard to do the Big Boss in camera. So I'm just gonna do it quick, and I'll show you the first run through. Well, first of all, I'm gonna put it all the way to this end. Okay? No, I'm gonna put it all the way to this end. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run it through quick, and then I'll show it to you. So this is just basic white. And I will have my measurements on my blog later today. Whenever I'm done with my video, the first thing that I do is edit the video and get it uploaded to YouTube and all that kind of stuff. And it takes a little bit of time. But that's my first priority of doing things. So then once I get it to YouTube, then I can upload it to my blog and put all my measurements and all that kind of stuff there. So I'm just getting rid of any of these extra pieces that stuck in the actual die. And I'm not really worrying about these. I mean, I'll show you that I can poke them out, so I get, you know, there's just snowflakes that are gonna be here. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now, because I can do the same thing with this. Hi Marilyn, you were one of my winners today from last week. So I just like the last card, when I peel off the backing, all those things will come out too. So here's this. Now for the next one, I'm going to butt the snowflakes up together. So I'm gonna run it through again like that. So just a second, I'll do that and then I'll show you. It's not staying lined up for me, just a sec. There. Okay. Alright, so I'll get this out, and I'm not going to worry about that one this time because I don't need to do it again. Okay, so I have this, and I'm going to see if my explanation actually works for this one too. I'm just going to peel off the backing and see if most of this just comes off with it. You kind of want to, oh, it didn't work on that, on the one end. You kind of want to lift it up so that it doesn't fall onto the adhesive that's there. I wonder if it's because this one went through twice. Like it just sort of embedded it more or something. I don't know, these are big enough that they don't bother me too much. So I guess maybe I should have popped these out before they were all sticky to the back. Sorry, I talk while I'm doing this as well as I talk while I'm coloring. Alright, so I have a couple little more to poke out. Are you one of those that's really particular about getting all those? I mean, I guess sometimes you miss them on mistake, but I've had swaps come before where there's still one or two in there like, wait, I need to get all that out of there. Hi, Nancy. So glad that you're home now. That's wonderful. Okay, oh shoot, now I just picked it all up again. That's no way to do it. I'm going to get those out of the way so I don't do that again. I don't want any of these pieces on here. It drives me crazy. Alright, I think I have it all. Looks good from this side. Looks good from that side. There's nothing hanging on. Oh, maybe there was. Okay, now this piece is going to go on vellum. We only have vellum cardstock. We don't carry, right. We don't carry, can you see how this is? It's definitely has some thickness to it. We don't carry the really thin vellum like we used to carry it. I don't know how many years ago. But we don't have the thin stuff like you get sometimes in wedding invitations. We don't have that. Okay, so I'm sticking it to the vellum. Now, what I'm going to do is grab one of our jam jars. These are in the full catalog. They're page, oh, I have the page here, page 137. You get, oh, where are they? You get 6 of them for $9. And we're going to make the luminary out of this. So, what's going to go in here is the tea light, oops, the tea light candle. I got these at the dollar store for 3 for $1. And I'm going to take out that battery piece. I don't know what you call that, but there's a piece of plastic they always have in there so you're not using up the battery all this time. So that's going to go there. And then this piece with the vellum to make it sort of frosty looking is you're going to roll it up a little bit so that it's small enough to get in the jar. I'm trying not to make stuff pop off. So you're going to put it in here. And then you have this jar that has the snowflakes on it. Okay, so now, this will go like this, and now we're just going to decorate it. I'm going to turn this on so you can see. Can you see it? I love it. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back off because I'm not going to waste the battery. I was thinking when I was going to make this that I needed to glue this in the bottom, but then you wouldn't be able to keep reusing it or turn it on and off. So you don't want to glue it in there. Okay, so it's in here, and I sort of want to, there are some seams on the jar itself. So looking at this, I would line up the seams with the seam of your vellum, and it will look better. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm just going to leave that out for the moment. So I used this die from Tasteful Dies. Again, this is not my idea. I don't remember who it was, but I saw it on the Stampin' Up website. This is from Tasteful Dies. I'm just using it to make it look pretty. So we're going to put some tear and tape on here. So this is for the bottom. I'm going to do the bottom and the top. Just come in and out. Okay. Well, so yeah, I guess you'll have to go back and watch it. But I'm making a luminary. This is with our jam jars and vellum and white cardstock and the gift-giving dies. So I'm putting this on here. So this is actually the bottom, but I just want it on there so that it looks pretty. And then I'm going to put it on the top also, but we're going to really decorate the top. I had to sort of figure out how to do it because I'm not always good with bows. Where did my pad go? I have a paper piercing pad here somewhere, but I don't see it right now. How did I lose it? Just a second. Did I there yet? I have to go get it. Okay. So, I have my paper piercing mat. I'm going to get my pumpkin one out of the way. And I'm using my glue magnet on the tea light to hold it in place just to make sure it does not over the cover of the battery so you can replace the battery. I feel like the batteries would be more expensive than just getting new tea lights. And there's not much room for the battery. I wouldn't do it. I would just leave it like it because you're not going to pick it up and play with it all the time or whatever. So thanks for the suggestion, but I'm not playing your way. Sorry, Diane. Okay, so I want a hole right in the middle of this. I made a second die, or made a second piece with that die. And I want silver cord. So we have, it's called Essential Elements or something like that. Cord, there's silver and gold in it. And I want about, I think I want 14 inches. That worked pretty well when I made my first one. So we're going to, just a sec, I gotta figure out which way I want to do this. Well, I want to go through this way because it's bigger. And it's the way it's pushed in. I forgot I had a hard time getting both of these in. I think I made it bigger. Oh, and of course it popped out. All right, give me a second. There we go. Okay. So, I'm doing a knot on the bottom here. So I'm going to wrap it around my finger and then pull it tight. And then I never like having these great big long tails on, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay, so that is going to be the bottom. And then also, this is just so that it sits on the bottom. Well, it's the bottom of the jar, but it's the top of the luminary. So we want dimensionals on here. We're actually stacking 2 up. That was the directions for this. So put one down, and I'll stack the other, and it's sort of to allow the thickness of that knot. Okay, so this is going to go on this right here, and then we're going to fancy this up too. So I'm going to put this all together. Oh, I should turn it on before I do that. So I'm going to wait. All right, I'm cutting this. Maybe there's a different way, but this is how I'm doing it. Okay, so I cut this so there's no more loop, but there is the knot that's through here. And I'm taking this glittered white organdy ribbon. I thought about doing a different color, but this is what it was doing. I would put dimensional over the end to know, make sure it doesn't pop out of the hole. Not a bad idea. I will try to remember that. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this around my hand a few times. All right, we're going to go with that. Now, I'm going to tie this bunch of ribbon on the top of here. So I'm going to make a double knot because I want it to stay. Well, maybe it's not considered a double knot. It's just a knot. So that's not a knot, that's just tied. Now we need to make a knot. I'm sort of holding it in place. Okay, now that I have the knot so it will stay, now I'm going to make a bow. Doesn't have to be fancy, just because already the silver itself is sort of fancy. And then we're just going to open up these. I got to figure out how to do it right. I didn't work with this ribbon. It's not really wanting to do what I want it to do. I'm not even sure that this is the way you're supposed to make it. I saw what was done on the sample and tried to figure it out based on what it looked like. I was going to Google it or YouTube it or something and then decided not to. Alright, that's good enough. Whoever gets this can make it look better. Alright, so we're going to put our tea light in. Wait, oh, it's too late for the dimensional on the bottom of the thing because I already put it down. Alright, so can you see that it's lit? It's kind of hard to see it, I think, because oh, now you can. Okay, so that's it. So I'm just going to put you up so I can show it to you better anyway. Alright, so I'm going to upside down you, put you backwards again, and lift you up. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so here it is. Isn't it so cute? So now that it's up, I can see that it's lighted better. So you can make your bow prettier or more even, or I don't know, whatever it is that you need to do. Obviously, you can choose a different kind of bow also. Oh, it would be good for that. So here's this one. Now, I also want to show you another one. So this was the one pretty much exactly the way that it was shown on the Stampin' Up website. It was one of the artisan designers. There are, I don't know if you knew this or not, but there are designers that Stampin' Up chooses each year. I think it's maybe 10 or 15 people. And they get product and they get to feature stuff like that for designing. So anyway, this is pretty much what they showed. And then I decided that I wanted to do it a little bit in a fun way rather than just a fancy way. Isn't this cute? You know I love my black gingham ribbon. Love it so much. There is a luminary or a tea light in here. I just don't have it turned on. So that's it. That's what I had to show you. So I will share. Sorry, I don't have this up enough. I will share. Thank you. Dimensions and everything on my blog. I'll give you a link. Thank you. I will give you a link for to go to my blog to be able to find it. Thank you. I'm so glad that you like it. It was not my idea, but I don't remember the name of the person that posted on the Stampin' Up website. It didn't retain it. I just saved the post. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I have an announcement for you. So Stampin' Up announced yesterday, and I've not been on my blog since Monday, just things. Stampin' Up announced they're calling it a seasonal sale. It's their idea of like their Black Friday sale, their promotion that they're doing instead of a Black Friday kind of thing. Color is nice in the jar. Yeah, thanks. But I also like a fancy one, so I wanted to show both, cute and fancy. They're doing a sale next week, 16th through the 18th. So that is Tuesday through Thursday. And they are having all of the basics on sale. They're having, well, I guess dies aren't a basic. They're having cardstock is on sale, discounted 10%. Ink pads are on sale, discounted 15%. And dies are on sale, discounted 20%. I forgot to read the details before I got into this, but there's a few things to keep in mind that are not part of that. First of all, the ink pads, they called it third-party ink pads. So like Stays On, Stampin' Up doesn't make them or manufacture them. They buy them from another vendor. So Stays On and Memento would not be included, or Versamark. Those are the only ones I can think of. And then I think it was also mentioned that no cardstock or dies, probably even, in the mini catalog are included in this either. So it's pretty much only stuff from the full catalog and not third-party ink pads. So that is next week, Tuesday through Thursday. So another thing to keep in mind is if you're all about getting a deal, do you know where I'm going? So those prices should also be the same for if you buy a starter kit, if you sign up to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Remember, there is a deal going on that's amazing. A normal starter kit costs $99, and you get to choose $125 worth of product. No shipping, just sales tax. Well, so for this month, the starter kit is only $75. No shipping, just sales tax. But you still get to choose $125. Good job, Dina. So Lynn or Rogina, this might be good timing for them. So still no shipping, just sales tax, and you still choose $125 a product, and it's whatever product you choose. So if you're choosing cardstock that's 10% off or dies that are 20% off, you're just getting even more stuff. So yeah, lots of savings available. So that is, I'll make sure that I have details on my blog also. And yeah, that's all I can think of. Oh, one more thing. I need to get more details out about this too. I'm having a penguin class. The deadline to sign up is next Tuesday, the 16th. I'm hoping that for those of you who have not, I better turn my luminary off. Just a sec. I don't want to waste the battery of it. All right. For those of you who do not have the penguins yet, because the punch has been, yeah, I know. For those of you who do not have the penguins yet or don't have the punch yet, because the punch has been unavailable, non-orderable for a few months now, I'm hoping that it comes back by the time for the class, but even if it doesn't, I have the stuff. But my class is going to be, the deadline to sign up is next Tuesday. The class itself is the following Tuesday, the 23rd, either a morning or afternoon. And I forgot all the details of it. Just a sec. I'm going to pull it up on my... I forgot how many cards I said I was going to do. So I'm going to pull up my event. So I can't see your comments right now. So just a minute. It's taking forever, of course. Where is it? Oh. So you always can see all my events by going to my my website, dazzledbystamping.com, and click on events. So we are doing 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs, and it includes product. So you're going to get a roll of ribbon, an embellishment, and a half pack of designer paper. I'm actually using the Penguin designer paper. You need to bring your own adhesive, and deadline to sign up is next Tuesday. Class fee is $25, and if you want to add the bundle to it, it is $60. Terry wishes she could sign up too. I don't think you can do it again. You can talk your friends into doing it, signing up under you or under me, or, well, yeah, both of you are already demonstrators, so they'd have to sign up under you, or you'd want them to. So yeah, sign up for my penguin class. I love the penguins, and I'm bummed that the punch has been gone for so long, but we're going to be using the punch, at least part of the time. Going to use the cute paper. I bought a stock of the black gingham ribbon so that I made sure to have it. But then we don't get the products. Oh yeah, I know you don't get the products. You just get the deal already, and you already get your 20% off or whatever. So I don't know how to help you. Okay, so that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will keep you informed on whatever's going on. And I will see you again next Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Have a great week. Thanks. Bye.